Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel, and I'm not diffusing the overhead light, so you got a little bit of light coming over here from the window, but nonetheless, guys, welcome back to the Friday vlog, where we discuss activity that goes on here with the BuzWeaver channel. That includes things like current events, headlines that are in the news, pop culture, social media technology, and items of interest that come up during the week, including those shorts and top stories, to bring you guys a discussion so that you guys will know what's going on in the environment, in our world, in our culture, in things that are happening in our country, especially now in 2024. I want to thank all you guys across all New Tech, as well as here on YouTube, for your guys' continued support.
We start things off with what would be the biggest news story, at least for Thursday, February the 22nd, when I do the Friday vlogs, of course, is the AT&T outage with 5 million searches, which is quite extraordinary. And we're going to go to NPR, National Public Radio, or as we like to call it here on the BuzWeaver channel, non-pro-Republican. AT&T says cell service is back after a widespread outage and some disrupted 911 calls. You can imagine nationwide how this impacted a lot of services, because cell phones are so ubiquitous across the United States. Everyone, most everyone, I mean not every single person, but most everyone has a cell phone. AT&T says it has fully restored cell phone service to tens of thousands of customers in cities across the country whose phones lost signal overnight, causing frustration and concern about disruptions to 911 dispatches. I can only imagine if your only phone, your only contact to the world is your cell phone, and you have AT&T and you can't do that. So let me know down in the comments what service you have or what you like. Of course, it is kind of private information, so if you don't want to share it, it's understandable. But if you have a mobile phone, by all means, let me know if AT&T is your service. Mine is Verizon, just so you guys know. The FBI, in a statement Thursday afternoon, said the agency was in contact with AT&T regarding today's network outage. Should we learn learn of any malicious activity, we will respond accordingly. White House National Security spokesman John Kirby also referred to the outage as he addressed reports on Thursday. Kirby said the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security were looking into the outage. He said the Fed Government Communications Commission was also in touch with AT&T. So it happened around 3:30 in the morning. Now, I was up because I'm normally up most nights. Sometimes I don't go to sleep till like 5 in the morning. But nonetheless, I was up at 3 a.m. and my cable service is with Xfinity, and it went out for about 5 minutes, and then it was restored. But I thought it was just a regular outage. I didn't, think it was anything associated with AT&T, but it is kind of interesting. So as of now, as of this recording, the recording now is at 7:50 p.m. Eastern time, but this was at 6:43 an hour ago. AT&T nationwide outage caused by software update, not malicious intent, sources. So this is from ABC 7 News. I don't know, it's out of San Francisco. So, you let me know if you think it is as trustworthy as they say. A temporary network disruption that affected AT&T customers in the U.S. Thursday was caused by a software update gone wrong, according to preliminary information from two sources familiar with the situation. Oh, do we ever love our sources familiar with the situation. Sources have told ABC News that this was nothing nefarious or malicious about the incident. AT&T declined to comment on the situation to ABC News Thursday evening. Now I can only imagine, I'm being a bit hyperbolic here, I would not imagine that AT&T would rush out and try to tell everyone that it was a cyber attack. I just don't see that happening, right? The disruption prompted federal agencies to investigate whether the outage was caused by a cyber attack. Now, everyone remembers the spy balloon from China. U.S. intelligence officials determined the Chinese spy balloon used a U.S. internet provider to communicate. You guys remember the China spy balloon that Joe Biden and the administration allowed to fly over the United States for, it ended up being like seven days? Something like that. It was over a week, right around a week, that it flew over the United States. I can only imagine the level of intelligence that it was able to gather, but I find it kind of coincidental and interesting that AT&T is a huge carrier. I think I know they at least have a major headquarters here in Atlanta. Their building is absolutely impressive and beautiful downtown, especially when you see it at night. The top of the building with its lattices and everything that they have at the very top of the building. It looks like a big beacon. It's really impressive. Beautiful, kind of a soft glow light, kind of a yellowish glow light downtown. I guess I should have put a little picture for you guys so you could see it. But look up AT&T building, Atlanta, Georgia, and you can see the AT&T building, and show it at night. It's really impressive. But so yeah, one of the huge. It's just a huge news for people. AT&T out across the nation. Now, I thought it was out just here in Atlanta. My family was here, of course, today, and they had mentioned something about it. Now, all of us have Verizon, so didn't really impact any of us, but it's extraordinary to think that this was nationwide. And, of course, 911 calls, emergencies, people that do, their business or services, the individuals, all the different apps for food delivery, all the different apps for setting up appointments and hotels and flights and bank payments and transactions and all these things, of course. People do on their phones. I do not. I try to do as little as possible on my cell phone, other than maybe post the video to Reels on Instagram. I don't even upload through TikTok to do my videos. I do everything through the computer. I don't have Windows 11, so I'm not using that emulator or whatever emulator app it has that allows you to do that now. I used to use an emulator at one time, but I just do everything through the computer if possible. It's just easier for me to type and use my mouse than it is for me to have the little phone around. Now, I have a nice Galaxy phone, of course, as you know, because we record all the intros to Friday. But I am waxing on. But nonetheless, guys, this I thought was a very interesting story. As I said, if you want to mention your phone service or if you were impacted by this, let me know, because it wasn't just AT&T. There was other services that were also disrupted. Like I said, at 3:30, I remember my internet going down. But like I said, it was only down for like 4 or 5 minutes. But it's interesting to know if you guys were impacted by this. But that's what I have for you guys this Friday.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the comments. Below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to, so make sure you're following me there. And of course, if you are a Prime member, use Amazon frequently. I have links down below. You guys can use those, and it helps out the channel by watching obviously going to my landing page. And then, of course, I have VPN. If you guys are interested in a virtual private network, I use TrustZone. I really enjoy it. Excellent company. I've enjoyed them all these years. No bloat. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much across New Tech, as well as everyone here on YouTube for your guys' likes, shares, and comments. It's been amazing. Awesome 2024 so far, so thank you so very much. Things are getting very interesting and very wild, as we discuss sometimes down in the comments. But nonetheless, guys, appearing there on the screen, that would be the channel icon. You guys can click on that to subscribe to the channel, as well as select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys right there behind the Galaxy phone camera next week.